Sup guys, MegaFonzie here again with another vlog. Day 3 today of IEM Singapore. 2 days down, 2 more to go. Some really cool games up today. I'm really looking forward to it. So just going to talk a bit about yesterday again. Just some of the crap I got up to at IEM. It was a pretty, I guess, tame day overall at the actual event. The games were good, not outstanding, but I think today's games, today we've got groups C and D with players like Scarlet and Bomber and Grubby and CJ Hero and Squirtle, so today's pretty stacked, so I think today's group is going to be a lot better to watch. That said, yesterday there were some pretty interesting games, some very painful games. Happy played 3 sets, so that's 3 sets of painful games. But they were painful, exciting, I guess, in a way, especially his games against King Kong. Because if you don't know, if you didn't watch the games, Happy plays mech a lot, and he plays very, very turtly, never attack kind of mech. Never attack until he gets at least 30 ravens kind of stuff. So his games against King Kong were elimination games for both players. I was rooting for King Kong, obviously, because it was the last sea hope left. And game 1 was a bit of a mech slugfest. King Kong plays really weird against mech, I learned yesterday. He likes to make pretty much everything in the book and like text switch about 20 times, which makes for like interesting mech games, but they can also be really weird to watch because there's just so many Mutalisks dying to Thors, and like there's part of me that loves that, but the part of me that was going for King Kong didn't love it so much, I guess. So game 1 was like Happy won pretty convincingly, I guess, after about an hour. Game 2 was King Kong won game 2, but it was like a real brutal game to watch. It was like Happy pretty much got pinned in his corner of the map on Frost for about 50 minutes of the game. So he had 4 bases, he got up a bajillion ravens while King Kong was like working on his mad cash bank, got up to about over 10k gas, which is like, I start breaking out in cold sweats when I see a Zerg with that much gas, because I've been on the wrong end of 50 meter switches before. But it seemed like King Kong just didn't know what to do with all the money he had, so he tried mutas, he tried swarm hosts, he tried hydras, he tried vipers, but he just wasn't trading cost effectively at all. So even though he had this massive economic advantage, things looked really worrisome for a while when Happy eventually moved out after like an hour. But after King Kong's army died for about the 17th time, he decided to max on ultras. So he made 19 ultras at a time about 3 times, which I'd never seen before, and I was like, that's pretty scary. And he eventually cleaned up Happy's army and started dancing his ultras and stuff, which was pretty cool. But those kind of games, man, I don't even know how to explain them. To sit in the crowd and watch that unfold, and just, I felt so sorry for everyone there, including myself. But King Kong won, so it was okay. And then he lost the 3rd game, which wasn't okay, pretty easily. But at least it was a quick game, which meant Happy had to play another best of 3 against Effort. But thankfully, Effort took care of him pretty quickly, so he didn't have to stay at the venue for another 3 hours. So that was pretty much the highlight of the games. The highlight and lowlight combined, I guess, was the Happy mech. I also got a chance to watch CJ Hero ladder yesterday, which was awesome because he's a total man crush of mine. So yeah, spent many an hour just sitting behind him, watching him, just play awesome games. He started playing with Squirtle early in the day and I got really excited, and then I found out they were just off racing and I was like, no, it's like the biggest cock tease. But such is life. I still got to watch him play anyway. So that was pretty much the bulk of yesterday, I guess. Just I think MVP, San, Effort, and Dongregu made it out of groups, which is cool to see. So like all really old school players. So yeah. Then after the games last night, I went out to dinner. X5 guys, my friend Jambi. We had 3 of the casters there: Todd, Maynard, and the other Idra, of course, as well as Blisk, Jaxie, and Fezza, and Kat. And that was fun because, well, it was awesome because you really get to see like the other side of the caster personalities. Like I never really met Idra or Todd before. And they're both really funny dudes. Like Idra's really a chilled out guy. Yeah, not super angry, which is pretty cool. And Todd is a really loud, funny Frenchman. So my friend actually is like one of the biggest anti-Todd people in the world, just because he doesn't like the way he balance wines. But after last night, he kept saying to me, "Oh man, Todd's so funny, Todd's so funny, I love Todd." So I guess that just shows like all these casters, they have a totally different persona off camera. Well, for the most part anyway. Yeah, and they're all really cool people. So yeah, dinner was awesome. I was at a hawker market. We had some cool Singaporean food. I didn't know what much it was, but it was all tasty. So yeah, I guess that brings us to today, which, as I said before, will be totally awesome. Group C, I think, which is first up, has Scarlet and Bomber rematch potentially, which will be unreal, as well as CJ Hero and Dream, who played awesome in the open bracket. So every game there will be fantastic. And then Group D has Grubby in it, which will be so awesome to see the support he gets. It's Saturday now as well, so I think we'll get some bigger crowds down there. They were pretty big yesterday, but I think they'll be even better today. And he's got a tall order. He's got 3 really good Koreans to beat, but I don't know, he can do it. He did it last year, so we'll see how he goes. And yeah, that pretty much does it, I think. Yeah, so I guess that's it. Thanks for watching. MegaFonzie out.